Wow, here I am approximately at the same time that I was finishing up my previous recording about what happened in El Paso and my thoughts about the manifesto that the El Paso shooter posted shortly before he went on his rampage. Uh, Another shooter across the country, or hundreds of miles away in Dayton, Ohio, killed 9 people at a bar, whether it was outside the bar, sitting on the tables around the bar, or inside the bar. I haven't been able to determine from reading the accounts of it so far. But this second shooter did not leave a manifesto. It appears from one eyewitness account I read that he was upset because his first attempt to enter the bar was thwarted, evidently by the security at the bar. And he left and then returned with his body armor and an AR-15 type weapon, because it was .223 caliber, and proceeded to kill 9 people before he himself was killed by law enforcement. I do not think that the motivation of these two events can be connected. Obviously, the shooter in El Paso had some deep and strong feelings about what he was doing and why he did it. And yet this shooter in Dayton, Ohio at the bar seems to be motivated almost, if not totally, by his personal uh, feelings being hurt by not being allowed to get in the bar, with no political connections to it at all. It does, however, connect in this way. Both of these incidents are derivatives of the society that we have allowed to create itself in our culture. Or should I say, it's the culture we have allowed to create itself in our society, whichever way you want to put the words. The point is that there are way too many things going on that are controlled by anything other than God. When an individual turns over control of their life to God by making his son Jesus Christ the Lord, or the controller of their life, and they purposely live the rest of their life attempting to be pleasing to God and to do things according to the way they understand that the Bible instructs them to live, things like this don't come up in those people's lives. It's those who are not making an attempt to serve God who seem to end up being the villains in these circumstances. Just an observation of mine. It's sad that our country has come to this point. It's even sadder that so few people seem to think that it's worthwhile to do anything to try to change what's happened and what's set up itself, either the society in our culture or the culture in our society. It seems that too few people are willing to engage in an effort to make things better. Just an observation.